Yeah, a blast. We had a great. Yeah, so keep that in mind.
What was y'all run
Good to
last
see
week?
you. Hi, how are you? Good. I love you.
Yeah, she's all water grown out.
It was really fun. Yes.
Okay,
Good
yeah.
time.
I did.
He was like, no real.
Yeah, they will.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
They are. I'm sure you're right.
Okay, I remember that.
Still.
All right.
I'm doing well. How are you, Dr. McWilliams? Okay. Mike's in my class here.
Okay, cool. Well, we missed him. The program sucked. Absolutely. We kind of
I
document.
get those two, go get
Thank-
I sent those, and then I was, I got those, gotta get rid of those folks with it, just, those people, and got some information for our students, that help sciences.
Excellent.
Yeah, make sure we get it right.
We candy. I just called Kenny and told him to come turn the air on. Of course, his response is, it shouldn't be, but it is. I can't say nobody to do that. I'm not telling you what it is.
Public announcement, we are currently streaming right now. We are currently streaming.
How's it going?
Wow.
I'm doing good.
Okay, I'm gonna get this, good thing is, get that little break next week.
Oh.
Cause I just got back now, hopefully I'll fly then by the time we get back to my break. I have the jet lag under control.
Mike's working pretty well.
I'm like, I don't know about this 11 and a half hour time difference. 17-hour flight home, direct flight with JFK and then home. So like 30 plus hours traveling, like. Send us to.
Really? The clarinet. I think band is super, learning to read music is super important.
Make no sense. I'm talking about when I was back there, them niggas were moving just like that.
That's like crazy music.
Huh.
When they say moving across the stage, moving across the stage.
Thank you for coming. Right. You were. I should probably stand up here.
Hey, James. I already knew you talking about it.
You?
I knew I could.
doing?
Well, did I say that? There's your mic.
What she was doing?
Have a sun roll. Now that, hold on, now that one would have
I know that first one gotta go, but
been, that's why y'all like, look out. Okay, I'll go ahead, while you watch it, look, his trash can. Trash. And that one, you looking down. Look up.
In my mind, I think
It's Cunningham, it's finally, I'm like, it's Cunningham.
the only reason y'all get out there is because it's Mardi Gras. It's all about. Oh, yeah.
I feel like I could sleep for 3 days.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Hey, we will start in 1 minute. We will start in 1 minute.
He's probably on his way if he's not here yet.
And we're going to ask as you come in, it's okay to move up front so you can feel the music. We have a lot of church folk on the back row. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you so much. Not at all. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Well, my name is Carl Cunningham Jr. I have the opportunity to serve as your Dean of Students here at Bishop State Community College. I bring you greetings on behalf of our president, President Olivier Charles, and the entire executive board. If you're on the executive committee, please raise your hand, your executive team. Yeah, stand up, Dean Smith, stand up. This is Dean Smith right here. And so we want to thank everyone for coming out. If you're a faculty and staff member, raise your hand. You're here. Thank you so much. Yes. If you're a student, raise your hand. Thank you, students, for coming out. Woo-woo. Absolutely. And lastly, if you're an alum of Bishop State, raise your hand. All right. Thank you, alumni, for coming out. And if you're just a family and friend of Bishop State, raise your hand. That should be everybody in here. Yeah, absolutely. So we want to bring you greetings from the Excelsior Brass Band. This is being presented by our Black History Month committee, which is fairly new and revamped, I would say. And the committee members, I want to thank them in advance for making all of this happen. And so we're excited to be here this afternoon. And so, little history about the Excelsior Brass Band. We were founded in 1883. And we were founded by John Alexander Pope. And Mr. Pope was founded in 1883, the Excelsior Brass Band. He was a part of the famous Creole Fire Company #1, which is located not far from where we are, about 5 blocks on the corner of Dearborn and St. Francis, the Creole Fire Station. He attended Creole Catholic School here in Mobile and was an undertaker, as well as a fireman. Legend has it that the firemen would gather in the upstairs rooms of the firehouse on North Dearborn Street in Mobile during their downtime and play music together. It was unofficial and unorganized until Pope had a son in November of 1883, and friends gathered at his home for a celebration. The firemen formed the Excelsior Brass Band to mark the occasion. So what you are seeing in front of you are the legacy of these men that founded this music program, this awesome ensemble in 1883. And to be able to have something to carry on this long and this far, and particularly men of color, is outstanding in this country. So let's give the Excelsior Brass Band a round of applause. So we're going to play a few tunes for you, then we're going to get to some question and answering. Our director is Mr. Jose London. Please raise your hand, Mr. Jose London, trumpet player. And so we'll play a tune, and then we'll come back to some discussion so you can know about each and every one of us. Through the lowest valley, the blood will give me strength from day to day, to never lose. teacher. So at this time, we have the opportunity for everyone to introduce themselves in the band.
My name is Jose London. I'm the leader of the band for the last 25 years. Some of you may remember James Seals. So I'm the one that's been there since James Seals. I've been a member of the Excelsior Band for 50 years because the miracle of the Excelsior Band is people don't ever leave. So we just kind of build on what we have. So it's amazing, but I will let everybody introduce themselves.
Good afternoon. My name is Herbert Nelson III. I've been a member of the Excelsior Band for about 5 years and counting. I play alto saxophone.
I'm Sean Thomas. I've been with the Excelsior Band, I don't even know how long, but I play sousaphone, and it's a pleasure to be with these guys.
Hello, my name is L.C. Lyman, and I've been with the band, how long? 2 years, in and out, drummer. Thank you.
My name is Leon Roden. I've been with the band 48 years.
Oh, well, again. Well, my name is Carl Cunningham Jr. Outside of Dean of Students, I am a member of the Excelsior Brass Band, and I've been a part of the band for about 20 years. So often a question is asked, how are people chosen for the band?
Okay, the way people get in the Excelsior Band is not just a band. The Excelsior Band is a tradition. So it's like any other tradition. To learn how to play Excelsior Band music, you have to actually be in the band. You know, there's nothing written, there's nothing I can write, there's nothing I can tell anybody about how to be in the band, because it's like any other tradition. I've had the privilege to go to G's band and talk to the quilters. So that it's also a tradition, but you gotta be there to do that. There's nothing they're gonna write down to tell you how to quilt. You just gotta be there and watch them do it. So the Excelsior Band is like that. We accept people, number one, who can play. You gotta play an instrument, but it's also a commitment, you know, so while everybody's eating barbecue and hot dogs during Mardi Gras, the Excelsior Band is working. So, you know, you got to commit to doing this because everybody knows how many parades we do. We don't know because we don't try to keep count of that. That's dangerous. So that's how you get in the band. But we're not just concerned about people that can play. The Excelsior Band, you have to be an Excelsior Band character. You have to have character of an Excelsior Band member. Because we play all over the city. We play, when we go to people's houses, they're like, okay, you can just put your cases upstairs. And we play everywhere. So it has to be somebody who has the type of character that I know everybody in Mobile who can play an instrument, but I won't let them in the band. So that's kind of what's happening. And that's the way you get in the band. That's the way Carl got in. That's the way I got in. They just put you in the band. Once you get in the band, then you have to figure out what, because nobody tells you anything. We don't practice that. We don't have a practice space or a practice time. Everything we learn, you learn on the spot from being in the band.
We will play our next song for you. Marching. So we had the opportunity to play many genres of music. I know when I first joined, some of this music, of course, predates me, right? So I was like, what is all this music we have to learn? And so we, Jose, like, just pick up on it. It's in this key. Pick up on it. But it's been great for me being one of the youngest members to be a part of this historic band. When I was a kid, of course, we would see them marching in the parades and Mr. Seal and all the things, those guys that have gone before us. And I never thought I would be chosen, you know, to be a part of the Excelsior Brass Band. Never came across my mind, I guess, till I moved back to Mobile and Jose asked. I know Mr. Ward, oh, he's not on the night picture. Yeah. But Mr. Ward was getting a little older because you have to walk in these parades, right? So that's Mr. Ward standing next to me to the right. Those of you that went to LaFleur High School, I think he was the band director at LaFleur High School for a long time, Mr. Ward. And Mr. Ward's son played in the band with me at Jackson State as well, very talented trombone player also. So as you can see, it's just the legacy and the connection of this musical space with all these men. So I guess I took Mr. Ward's spot, right, in the walking piece. Uh-oh. And so another question people ask, what plans are you in? What plans do we have in place to preserve and sustain the legacy of the program? And I'll let Mr. London talk about that.
So we have a program called the Jazz Studio, which is a program for 6th through 12th graders, pretty much to teach them traditional jazz because they don't know, they don't know traditional jazz. We didn't know that. I mean, we played something today that was recorded in 1928. So, we're not doing the latest thing on the radio. So we have to bring it to the students. The students obviously don't know it because I had a program out at Spring Hill that I wanted them to play Just a Closer Walk with Thee. They had no clue. They told me, well, we weren't born until like 20-something. But anyway, it kind of changed my perspective to realize that the only way they can learn it is that we have to teach it to them. If we don't teach it to them, traditions can easily die because you have to have somebody to teach it. But then on the other hand, you got to have somebody willing to receive it. When you don't have both of those things, I don't care if it is 142 years, it's not something that we can take for granted. It's something that we have to really plan for. So I have students, I had about 4 students that marched in the parade with us during the Mardi Gras parade. This was their first time actually marching with the Excelsior Band, but more importantly, it was their first time getting a check for marching. So they are all in. They want to know when is the next time that we can march. But that's the plan. And are we at the ASD yet? No. Okay. All right.
So we'll play another song, then we'll talk about the Ace Theater. Watch it.
Study. I ain't gonna study one no more. 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 I ain't gonna study one no more. Ain't gonna study one no more. I'm gonna lay down my long white robe down by the riverside. Down by the riverside. Down by the riverside, I'm gonna lay down my long white robe. Down by the riverside, gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. 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 I ain't gonna study war no more. Okay, so you see pictures of the Ace Theater as it is now and what we want to turn it into. But before we do that, I want you to know the Excelsior Band is not a Mardi Gras band. Excelsior Band is not a second line band. Because I know you go to the parades and you hear "Do What You Wanna" a lot, and you hear "Saints" a lot. But we're not that band. The Excelsior Band is a walking jazz band. We play jazz. And I know when Carl came into the band, everybody like, I didn't even know that these many tunes existed. Because we can go through a parade, we might play 20 tunes. But that's for the musician and us. I understand that the crowd, the Mardi Gras crowd, they're okay with noise. So you have these drums and tubas, keep going boom, 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 boom. I get that. But as musicians, we try to do things that are a little more quality. Because all these guys have probably, like Carly played in band at Jackson State. So they're not just somebody who was standing on the street with a can waiting for pennies, right? They'll learn music. But anyway, back to the Ace Theater. The Ace Theater has been closed, right? That's the building right there, for a long time. And the Excelsior Band has been looking for a home, a location, for a long time. So when Commissioner Ludgood actually started looking at this property, which is on Congress Street, you could probably walk there from here. And so it became a place where we want to expose our young students to different cultures. What I've learned from working with children is that they're very bright, they're very smart, but their exposure has been limited. So they have to get out of this local thinking. Because if you're in music, you can be an engineer. You can be a songwriter, but they don't know that. Children know what they see. So that's the purpose of the Ace Theaters. We want to bring in local culture to one place. Now you can go out to South Alabama, to the Laidlaw Center, and you can hear South Alabama's jazz band, but you got to go there to hear it. What we want to do is bring those things in the community to one place that people can come and to the Ace Theater and listen to South Alabama, listen to Faulkner, listen to some of the high schools. They have very good jazz bands that nobody knows about because you got to go to like the theater to really hear it. So that is the purpose of the theater. And it's also going to be an educational forum. So we want to start students in music at an earlier age. Right now, I think band probably starts like in the 6th grade. We want to find students in the 3rd and 4th grade because those are basically hard learning times. When they get to the 6th grade, it kind of gets a little iffy because they start looking at all the other stuff that they can do and they become conscious of themselves. But I've taught elementary school band, right? When you get a 4th grader or 3rd grader, they'll do anything you tell them to do. You'd be like, how many of you can drive a car? They'd be like, yep, right? Because they haven't realized yet that they can't drive one. So we want to catch them early and instill that before they get to that place where they become too conscious of doing stuff. So that's the purpose of the Ace Theater. You can see the projection over there. It's a beautiful spot that we want to use. There's also some office space on the side and everything, but we also want to have some exhibits because we want people to know about Fred Wesley, who was with James Brown. People don't know that. People don't know Mobile's music history. So we have to bring that to the front. You can find it if you go somewhere to dig for it, but you got to go to South Alabama or the History Museum, but you got to know what you're looking for. But when you come to the Ace Theater, it'll all be in one place, and you'll be able to. It's time for that in Mobile. We need to celebrate our music history. Good?
Thank you.
This got words to it, right? Oh, Margie, I'm always thinking of you, Margie. I'll tell the world I love you. Don't forget your promise to me. For I have bought a home, a ring, and everything for Margie. You are my inspiration. Days are never blue. After all is said and done, there's really only one. Oh, Margie, Margie, it's you. Oh, Margie, I'm always thinking of you, Margie. I'll tell the world I love you. Don't forget your promise to me. For I have bought a ring, a home, and everything for Margie. You are my inspiration. Days are never blue. After all is said and done, there's really only one. Oh, Margie, Margie, it's you. Oh, when the saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in, oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in, oh, when the sun begins to shine, when the sun begins to shine, oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. When the sun begins to shine, oh, when that old saxophone begins to blow, when the sax begins to blow, oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. When the saxophone blows his horn, play a little bit, Herb. Oh, when that trombone begins to slide. When the trombone begins to play, oh Lord, I want to be in that number. When the trombone begins to play, go. Oh, when that trumpet begins to blow, just like Gabriel. When the trumpet begins to blow, oh Lord, I want to be in that number. When the trumpet plays his horn. When that tuba begins to blow, when the tuba begins to blow, oh Lord, I want to be in that number. When the tuba blows his horn, blow it real low, Sean. Oh, when those drummers begin to play, when the drums begin to play, oh Lord, I want to be in that number. When the drummers play those drums, go drums. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, now we'll have a question and answer period. If you have any questions, we kind of talked about a lot of things, but if you have one question is, do females play in the Excelsior Band? The answer is yeah, because she's raising her hand. You play an instrument?
Yeah, I play 4 instruments.
Well, which one is a band instrument?
Huh?
Which one is a band instrument?
All of them. It's really all just the saxophone.
Okay.
Very tender.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we don't discriminate like that, because when I'm in the band, all I know is what I hear. I'm not concerned about what I see, but I'm very concerned about what I hear. So if you're in the band and you behind me, you make a noise, that's what I notice. I don't know whether you are Haitian or Asian or nothing. I don't know none of that. I don't really care. I just know what I'm supposed to hear. So that was one question that people often ask, and we do have a female drummer with us now, Ladara Bell, who works for the city of Mobile. She has a group called Breeze, Mobile Breeze, something like that. But anyway, yeah, she's a female and she plays with us. But again, you have to make that commitment, because a lot of times on Fat Tuesday, females are like cooking gumbo, right? Because they do all that, they do all the cooking stuff. So on Fat Tuesday and you're in a band, then somebody else got to do that, because you will be on the street with the Excelsior Band. So it's all about commitment. I had a guy one time, he was in the band, and it was Fat Tuesday. He said, well, I won't be able to make it because my family is having a cookout. And that was the last time that he ever played with it, because it doesn't work like that. You really have to make that commitment. You can't wait to Fat Tuesday. Yeah, that's the time we need you. Sorry. But that's a question. Any other questions? Okay, you got a
Last
question.
one. Go ahead.
My question is, do any of y'all have kids and are they musicians as well? And if not, why are they not in the Excelsior Band with
I had two kids, right? One was female, one male, right? Who started out playing an instrument because we see this all the time until they realized that it was not as easy as it looked, right? So they played for a little while and then they just stopped playing because, if you got to do this and you play saxophone, if you do this, then you got to practice. You can have the best teacher in the world. It doesn't make any difference. If you're not putting in the work and putting in the time and putting in the practice, you're not going to ever get better. You can play the instrument for 50 years and never, I know people that's played it that long, they still can't play. So that's the thing.
I think the time commitment is real. Like I have to leave here, change clothes, go downtown, walk parade, get up in the morning, 8 o'clock, here back at Bishop State, right? So you count for 3 weeks, 15 parades, plus house gigs and funerals,
That's the commitment. Yes.
weddings,
Yeah.
city official events. So that's the commitment. But I don't want to lose my spot. So, right. Okay, one more question.
I just have a question. How can someone book your band to come to their home or their event?
How do you book the band?
Yes, sir.
If you put in Excelsior Band in Google or anywhere, my name is probably going to come up, and you can book the band through me. This is really simple, and we play on we'll play anywhere. You got some cooking hot dogs on your front porch, hire the Excelsior Band. We'll come play for you while you cooking hot dogs. You having cooking a king cake in your kitchen. We will come to your house, to your kitchen, and play while you. That's what we do. So it's very easy to find the Excelsior Band. And there's also a website, but I make sure that we are very accessible because we're a mobile band. That's basically what we are. And people ask me all the time, they say, well, do you ever go to New Orleans for Mardi Gras? I'm like, well, why would I do that? Mobile is Excelsior Band. I've never been to a Mardi Gras parade in New Orleans. Probably never happened.
Me either.
All right. Yes, last question.
Okay, this not a quick answer. But y'all not gonna let us here do what you want to do one time.
I'll tell you what, just for you, since you asked that question.
So this will be our concluding song. So let's give the Excelsior Band a round of applause.
Hey, now, if we do what you want, you got to get up, number one.
Exactly.
But you're also responsible for all of these people in here.
I get up in there.
They got to get up with you. You the one requested it, so you got to get up. But then you got to find a way to get them up too, right? So we're gonna have sort of a second line right here.
Right.
Sean, go.
Foul windows, we got pizza. Once again, let's give it up for the Excelsior Brass Band. Thank you, Bishop State. Thank you to the Black History Committee. Our next event will be Greek Night Out, which will be February the 23rd. We pay homage to those members of our campuses and communities, or members of our Divine Nine, our historically African-American fraternity and sororities. We play Coastal Alabama that night, and we have free T-shirts as well to give away that night also. So, February 23rd. Any questions? We have free pizza. Have at it. I'm hungry.
So yeah, but we're gonna go pick.
See, you don't know how to party. You don't, I bet you she don't know how to party. Yeah. If I be in that point, I get it down. Did it, so what sausage?